Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cellar 13 Films, Chips, Dips, Films, and Scripts. My name is Glenn Spillman. I am your host, and it is Friday, June 19th, 2018. People are getting ready for the 4th of July weekend, which really isn't a 4th of July weekend because 4th of July, if my memory serves me correctly day-wise, is next Thursday. Heather Sue Harris, what's up? Yeah, but anyway, it's still going to be, I guess, a holiday weekend for some people, but it was a good week here in Damon King, welcome to the show, brother. It was a good weekish for people here in California because the laws for the cannabis world in California have changed. So all of the packaging needs to be changed and whatnot. And I'm going to be looking over here to the computer so I can see everyone's questions and whatnot. So there was a sale that was 75% off. So people, there was people telling me yesterday there was an hour wait. Like, you can get a vape cartridge. They were picking them up for like $10 each. Anyway, so I guess congratulations on those people. Anyway, tonight's show is called Taking Production Seriously. And this has a wide range, a plethora of subject matters. And right here, I've got an email. I tell you guys, if you want me to cover a show, email me. And I will, the next show, that will be my subject matter. Now, if I get 10, 15 emails, I can't do them all. Maybe, sort of. So this email, I'll wait till I see this person on the show if they come on. But it is someone that watches the show quite often. And they sent me some information that I'm going to go over. And since we have Damon King on, Damon lives in Sydney, Australia. And I met Damon through a post that he made. And he's doing a film, Knock Twice If You're Dead. And we met that way. And so we're kind of working together on this whole thing. And it's quite interesting. I'm not going to say too much about it, because I don't know, Let's just say he and I haven't discussed what I can and cannot say. Ange Cuevas, welcome to the shizzo. So, I was supposed to be filming tomorrow, but the person that's doing the filming has canceled it for the third freaking time, but yet they want you to keep your schedule open. This film should have been done 3 weeks ago. I'm filming out of state at the end of July, and they wanted me to cancel that filming so I could do this. I'm like, I can't do that. This filming out of state was done months ago, and it's a SAG film, and I'm not going to tell a SAG film, oh, I can't come because someone doesn't want me to. But anyway, the person, if they watch this show, get more organized with your production. But I can't bust their balls too much because this is their first film that they wrote, that they're directing it, and whatnot. So I give them props, golf clap for doing the film. But anyway, if you guys want to go check out our website and all the new stuff that we're doing, Cellar13films.com. You can go there on our Facebook page, community page, Cellar 13 Films Community. We also have offices in Dallas, Texas. So if you do Cellar 13 Films Community Dallas or Cellar 13 Films Community Durango, Colorado, as well, follow us on Instagram, Cellar 13 Films. Matthew, welcome to the show. Twitter, Cellar 13 Films. YouTube, Cellar 13 Films. A lot of our short films, our trailers, these shows will be archived up on YouTube afterwards. Subscribe to the channel. I'm giving away a lot of stuff this summer. I gave away Fluffy is in town tonight. Actually, his show's probably going on right now. I gave away three center stage, 3 rows back, VIP tickets to a lucky person that subscribed to our YouTube channel. So if you do that, I mean, I'm going to be giving away movie tickets, memorabilia, just all kinds. I got a pile of stuff. And I get stuff all the time given to me, and I can't go to everything. Plus, I like giving you guys stuff anyway. I didn't see who just said that, but someone says they're here at the Fluffy Show. Where's it at? I just want to see if they're at. I know where it's at. I just want to see. All right, let's get into this, shall we? Again, the email that I got. So basically, how do you take production? Do you take it seriously? Do you not take it seriously? This person that sent an email, they have a few bullet points here, and I'm going to discuss all of those. The first one, no complaining, just saying. That's what this person wrote. Steve Urbano, what's up, brother? And if anybody wants to come on, I believe if you come on, it might be a button on your end to where I could hit it and I could bring you on a split screen. But I'm also looking at another platform for that. So no complaining. On a production, I have heard recently there was an actor that did not like the amount of lines that they had in this script. The actor pulled the director aside and complained about that. That's a no-no, folks. Number one, first and foremost. Don't freaking do that. If you have 1 line, do it. If you got 100 lines, do it. Don't freaking complain about it. Don't complain about the food or lack thereof. Don't complain about, well, how come they don't have diet drinks, or how come this and that, or why is it taking so long? Why does it take so long to set up a scene? Elizabeth, welcome to the show. Different production companies set up things differently, and I know some people that I worked on a movie. It was a student film. They took forever to set up a scene. A scene that should have been set up in 10 minutes, 15 tops, it took them 45 minutes to an hour. That was retarded. It took them 2 months to make a 12 to 14 page script. Again, that's retarded. Paul, welcome to the show, brother. Sorry we couldn't do your interview tonight, but I know you're fixing some things. I don't want to say anything about what you got going on unless you private message me and tell me what to say, and I will say it on the... But I will say this, that Paul Zambrano is an independent filmmaker, and he's got a project going on right now, and he was supposed to be on tonight to interview, but logistics that he has to figure out. So, no complaining on set. And any of you filmmakers out there, or actors, or anyone that's watching the show, if you want to give examples of maybe something that you heard on set, talk about it. Don't complain about other actors. Don't complain about anything. Keep things to yourself, because you never know who is listening. Katie, welcome to the show. So that was the first bullet point. And again, for those of you just tuning in, the show is taking production seriously. And I got an email right here from one of the people that watched the show that sent me this. Here's some talking points that she sent me. One of them. If you agree to do an unpaid gig, don't continuously complain about how you can be getting paid for your time elsewhere. That's a very good point from this individual. Exactly. If you take a gig and it'll say unpaid or paid. Quentin, welcome to the show. Quentin, I'm gonna try something here. Quentin, I'm gonna see about bringing you on camera. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna ask you. I'm trying here. Maybe he won't, but if he doesn't, Gabriel, what's up, brother? I got a sidetrack rabbit trail real quick. Time out. Gabriel, I was in his series is called The Wretched. Awesome film. June 20th, episode 1 came on. And I don't know if you can see Quentin on the split screen or not. We'll see here in a second. And this past Wednesday, episode 2 came in. So it's called The Wretched. Go to YouTube and look up Two Fools. Or you can go on. I'm going to put the Gabriel, since you're on here, put the link on here. And I want everyone to go see that and let them know what you think. So Quentin is on the split screen here. So Quentin, what's up, man? Can you hear me, Quentin?
What's going on? How you doing?
Hey, the show.
I'm like no way. Come on, man.
Taking production seriously. Have you heard of any, like on the sets that you've been on with me, how much complaining do people do, or on any other set, or if any, that you could speak of without naming names?
I've actually seen maybe like at least 2 or 3. Sometimes, I remember one time when it was doing a Ravens Cry when we was at Sean's house. I heard some people saying about, oh yeah, I can be somewhere elsewhere if you're gonna take this long. And I was like, oh, okay. And well, I just like.
Yeah, and that proves my point right there. We're getting a big shot of your ear, brother. But anyway.
I'm sorry about that. I'm outside.
Watching. Talk to you. All right, so Shannon, Rich, welcome to the show. Riley, Rios, welcome to the show. So one of the first talking points that this person mentioned is if you take a gig and you know from the get-go you're not getting paid. Well, there's a lot of reasons why people don't get paid in production, and let me tell you what they are. Number one, if it is most of the time, if it is a student film, whether it's high school, junior college, university, they have to do student films. So it's pretty much no budget. You're helping the student out. You're helping things, go along. So you know off the bat that is it's a freebie basically. Or if you're on SAT casting and it says non-paid, but will whatever it is. People will say it up front. If you take the gig and it is a non-paid gig, don't complain about it. If you have to drive 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 miles, so what? If you take a gig, do the gig, be supportive of the gig, and be loyal to the gig. There's been several productions that I've done to where I couldn't pay people. I didn't have a budget. Whether it was a 48-hour challenge, a 10 by 10, or maybe it was just an experimental film that I was just getting people together and I was like, hey guys, we're going to make a movie this weekend and we're only going to shoot for 4 hours, but it's an experimental film. And we did that. Sean and I did that more than once. So that is, I'm on my computer, I see pixelation here. If you guys see pixelation, let me know, because that's weird. Alright, okay, so if you guys have any comments on the, doing something paid or not paid, and you know about that, there it is. Gabriel put the link to The Wretched, episode 1, Fresh Start. Check that out. So, here's another one. If you agree to a predetermined call time, don't force to change it after the call sheet goes out, causing all other cast and crew to adjust their schedule. So they give me an example. They said in this case, the cinematographer wanted to change to 6 a.m. call time rather than 9 a.m., stating better natural lighting, but he had a chance to bring that up at rehearsal prior to official call sheet going out. Okay, what she's saying is, Catherine, welcome to the show. What she's saying is, if you, like, we get emails all the time. I got an email and they said, hey man, call time is 7 o'clock. Does that work for everybody? I said, it doesn't work for me because I have to take my daughter to work at 7:30. I could be there at 8 o'clock or even 7:45, but I can't do 7 because I got to take my daughter to work. My daughter is 16 years old and she doesn't, I shouldn't say she doesn't drive. She does drive, but that's another whole other story. Anyway, so everyone correlates their time, and if you agree, okay, yeah, I can be there at 8 o'clock, don't change it, because see, then your one little change affects the entire cast and crew. And on this particular one, they agreed at 6 a.m., and then the cinematographer said, no, I don't want to do that because lighting's better at 9. Well, there's a thing called pre-production, folks. And during pre-production, you go over shot lists, you go over, the scenes, the time of day. Every scene has a time of day. There's 2 times, day or night. And if you're going to be shooting, hey guys, we're going to get together and we're going to shoot at 8:30 in the morning. Well, then every time I shoot a film, I always look at weather, and I always look at the lighting aspect of the sun. If I'm shooting outside, if I'm at 8 o'clock, okay, the sun's going to be over here. If I'm at noon, the sun's going to be up here. I was shooting downtown one time, and I was shooting at noon because the sun was I'm sorry, I was shooting at 9 o'clock in the morning. The sun was coming up, but it was blocked by the building, so that was perfect for me. But that's with the DP and the director. They should know all that stuff. Here's another point from the same. All these statements are from the same person that sent me this email, and these are verbatim what I'm saying. Don't threaten to quit if director disagrees with your production preferences. Ultimately, who, what, when, where production takes place is the director's call. That goes for editors too. You are there to help the director realize their vision. Absolutely right. Now, the director on a set is El Jefe, okay? They are the end-all, be-all. Now, the director calls the shots. So if you don't, what she's saying is, if you don't agree with the director's decision, don't threaten to quit and be a diva and be like, well, if you don't do it my way, well, you're not the freaking director. The director's the director. So if you want to disagree with someone on set, that's okay. But, Mickey, welcome to the show. But what you do is you take them aside. Nate Wren, what's up? You say, hey, 2 seconds. This is what I do with people. I say, hey, 2 seconds. They follow me. And if someone has a question to me, I don't want people coming up to me and bothering me when I'm trying to direct a film. That's why I have an AD. That's why I have a PA. Go to them. But if someone, like an actor, didn't like a line, I'm like, why don't they like the line? Well, they don't want to say the F word. Okay, I could understand that. I could deal with that. Well, instead of saying the F word, can you say maybe freaking or some other word, and then we'll work with that, and that's something different. But if they go, well, I don't like the lighting on my face or whatever, well, it's not your choice, it's the director's choice. Gabriel just said, what did he say? He says, we got lucky with the Wretched production, no complainers or issues like that at all. That's very good. The Wretched was a pretty streamlined production. They knew what they were doing, or at least appeared they knew what they were doing. And it ran smoothly. They had plenty of water, drink, snacks. If anyone needed to take a break, they were sensitive to that. So that was a good set to be on. So don't threaten to quit if things don't go your way. Yeah, Gabriel, I'm busting your balls. Okay, here's another one. Surrender raw footage to director ASAP after shooting. Ask director to provide a large capacity takeaway transfer media hard drive, USB, SD, or have an electronic transferring system in place to promptly surrender dailies. Keyword, day. Everyone can breathe easier, including the cinematographer, if a second set of media exists. Perfect example for this thing. I'm working on a TV pilot right now, and one of the guys that came in that was doing some camera work, well, I haven't heard from this guy. He keeps saying, well, the Dropbox is full, Dropbox is full. No, it's not. I have 1 terabyte in Dropbox, and I've only used like maybe 150 gigabytes. I tried to walk them through it. They've used Dropbox before, so I know they know how to use it. They're like, hey man, meet me Tuesday. Well, I go to meet them Tuesday, and then they give an excuse why they can't meet. Oh, hey man, I'll call you when I get out of work. When they get out of work, they don't call me, they make an excuse. This has been going on for like 3-4 weeks now. They've got some footage that's taken. They haven't surrendered that. I thought I could trust this person, but obviously that's not the case. Dave Masil, welcome to the show, brother. And I know life happens to some people, because some people say, well, life happens. I know life happens. I live life every single day. And trust me, life happens in my life. But I don't get derailed, and I communicate with, I can't meet you at 6, man. I got to meet you at 8 because I got this thing going on. I'm sorry about that. Communication is key on everything. So I don't have it with me, but like everyone knows what an SD card is. They have capacities all the way up to, but I have what's called a LaCie. It is military grade. It's a LaCie external hard drive. It's got a orange rubber casing around it. Quentin said it's hard to hear when I'm outside. Oh, okay. Noops Girl, welcome to the show. So get your footage transferred. Now every time I do stuff, I will transfer it not only to Dropbox, but I will transfer it to my external hard drive. So I have 2 places that these files exist, and then when I get a home base, like a 10 terabyte home base system, then I'm going to take my external hard drive, upload everything to the home base. So I got the home base, I got the external, and then I have Dropbox. So you want to protect all of your files the best way that you can. Just be smart about it. I learned, well, I didn't learn because I was just acting in the film, but a guy that I knew, I let direct a film that I wrote. It was a directorial debut, and the sound guy lost the freaking sound card. Lost the card from, like, we were all in the same area. They gave us the wrong sound card, and they lost the other one. So luckily we had onboard sound. It kind of sucked a little bit in some parts, like 4 parts it peaked. But if we didn't have onboard sound, we'd have been screwed. Cinematographers are obviously an important part of the production, but are replaceable. Again, this is an email from a fan that watches the show. Everyone is replaceable on a film set. Probably except, well, everybody is. Plain and simple, everybody is. A film set is like a family. And everybody needs to work together. And if you don't want to work together, then you get that film done the best way you can and then don't work with them anymore. But the director is the director. The cinematographer and director work together. All the actors need to do is act, know their lines, do their scene, and that's it. Cinematographer doesn't need to be arguing with the director about, well, why do you want that shot? I had this one guy that I worked with. He was just a pain in the ass. And he kept asking me, why do you want that shot? Because I want the frickin' shots. That's what a shot list is for. And I always say, I would rather have the shot and not need the shot than to need it and not have it. There was a worm shot that I wanted on a film that I did, where a guy was taking a drink, and I wanted a worm shot of that. He's like, why? And that just irritated me. And after that, we agreed to disagree. And then after that film, I'm like, we're not working together anymore, bro. You're mouthy. You're combative, not only to me but everybody else. Thank you for doing this film for me. I appreciate it, but we're done. And I haven't worked with this person anymore. So, okay, so here's, okay, so that is all of the, questions that this person emailed me that I covered on the show. If you guys want me to cover a topic or some questions or whatever on a future show, is all you got to do is email me, Glenn at Cellar13films.com, and just like this person did, and I'll cover it the next show. So we got about 4 minutes left on the show. So things I got going on now, I got about 4 films that I'm producing. Anywhere from a $20,000 budget all the way to a $6.5 million budget. I am acting in 2 films right now. And then we're doing a TV pilot, Through the Eyes of the Tiger with Tony the Tiger Lopez. It is a reality show about bounty hunting. It's not like Dog the Bounty Hunter or any of that bullcrap. I'm going to post the video or the trailer up here after the show, so you guys could watch it. It's going to be down here in the links. And then I'm presently doing a documentary, Bahana Prophecy Fulfilled, and there might be a spin-off on that called The Two Faces of Bahana. That one will be interesting, I can tell you that right now. But the thing about a production, no matter what your role is in a production, whether you're a PA in the art department, doesn't matter what it is, above the line, but it doesn't matter. Don't complain on set. Don't argue on set. Do your job. Do what you're told, when you're told, how you're told to do it, unless it's, affecting your, well-being or safety or anything. Get through the production. And, there was one big, huge production I was on one time. Multi-million-dollar production. And I had some issues with a few rookie things that they were doing wrong. I kept my mouth shut. I was an actor. I need to act. I need to keep my mouth shut. But the filmmaker in me was just like, but I didn't say a freaking word. There are other people saying stuff, but I didn't see them around too long. But again, it's not my production. I don't know the thought process of these people. Every filmmaker has their own thought process of doing things. It's not right or wrong, it's just how they do it. Real quick, yes I do, book over here on Periscope. So we got Periscope over here, we got Facebook Live over here. Real quick, guys, before we get off, where's everybody watching from? I know we had Tabitha. Oh, hey, Tabitha. We had Tennessee earlier. We had Sydney, Australia. We had all kinds of people all over the world watching the show. I appreciate it. Again, follow us on Facebook, Cellar 13 Films Community. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Cellar 13 Films. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, because I'm going to be picking subscribers once or twice a week that are new, and I'm going to be giving away stuff. Like I gave away fluffy tickets tonight. LA, baby. Does that mean L.A.? That's Louisiana, I'm assuming. But anyway, I appreciate everyone that tuned in at 8 o'clock on a Friday night. And again, if there's any subject matter that you want me to cover in the future, just... okay, I got to answer this last question here. What is my favorite part of the production process? My favorite part of the production process is right before we start shooting, I give a speech. And I give almost the same speech every single production because that leads up to the starting gate. And then when I'm done with my speech, the flag goes down and the race is on. That part, when I get together with all the cast and crew and have that little discussion and we have that intimate moment, that's my favorite part of production because we're right in the middle. Tim Mims, welcome to the show. You missed it, but you could rewatch it. I covered everything that you sent me in the email, and I appreciate it, guys. And again, I'm going to be putting links at the end here. I'm going to stay on Periscope over here, but I'm going to say goodbye to Facebook. Thanks, guys. Peace out.